What's going on, MMA fans? I'm here to do my Affliction Banned predictions. The event taking place on July 19th from Anaheim. I'm going to be on pay-per-view. Going to work my way from the bottom of the main card all the way to the top. First fight of the night, Sabral taking on Mike Whitehead. Babalu, of course, fighting out of the Gracie Barra combat team. Fought some of the best guys in the world. David Heath, Chuck Liddell, Jason Lambert, Mike Van Arsdale, Chael Sonnen, Shogun Hua, Dan Henderson, Valentin Overeem. Babalu, of course, great practitioner on the ground. He's a great grappler. He's got a lot better boxing skills than he did earlier in his career. Mike Whitehead, great wrestler, good submission skills, underrated submission skills, great striker. Fighting out of Extreme Couture, he's fought the likes of Mark Kerr, Keith Jardine, Brandon Vera. He fought Krzysztof Sosinski, Vernon White. I think Whitehead takes this fight. He's a tough guy in the clinch to take down. He's got good footwork. He's got good leg kicks. He's got decent strikes. I think Sabral is going to score at points in this fight, but I think Whitehead's going to take it. I think stylistically it's a tough matchup for Babalu, and I think that Mike Whitehead takes this fight via split decision. Next fight, Matt Lindland versus Fabio Nagao. Matt Lindland, of course, came out of Team Quest. Fought the likes of Murilo Bustamante, Ricardo Almeida, Phil Baroni, Fedor Emelianenko, Rampage Jackson, Joe Dorkson. List goes on for him. Great Greco for Matt Lindland. One of the best guys in the world at Greco. Excellent in the clinch, excellent with his takedowns, improved boxing skills, training out of Team Quest. Fabio Nagao, great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, decent stand-up, but he's got trouble with his takedown defense at times. Last fight was against Rusumar Palhares, lost to him via the leg lock. I think Lindland takes Nagao down, works his Greco, his clinch, takes him down consistently. And eventually takes Nagao down in the third round and pounds him out. So I'm going to go with Matt Lindland via third round TKO. Next fight, Ben Rothwell versus Andrei Arlovski. Ben Rothwell, of course, training with Miletich. Ben Rothwell's fought some of the best guys in the world. Another IFL vet, just like Mike Whitehead. He's fought Rico Rodriguez, Roy Nelson, Devin Cole, Krzysztof Sosinski, Dan Bobish, Dan Christensen. Andrei Arlovski, he's looked a little sketchy in his last couple fights. Fighting Jake O'Brien, fighting Petapano Cruz, fighting Tim, fighting Fabricio Verdum, fighting Tim the first time, fighting Cabbage Carrera, fighting Vladimir Matyashenko. Andrei Arlovski's fought the who's who in mixed martial arts, but he's just looked tentative since that knockout that he suffered from Sylvia, and I think that's going to play into this fight. I think Arlovski will do enough in this fight with Rothwell to score and to be elusive and, to point Rothwell, but I don't see him going for the knockout. I don't see him going for the finish. So I'm going to go with Andrei Arlovski via split decision. He's been way too tentative in his last couple fights. I think he outclasses Rothwell on the feet, which is why I think he wins this fight, but I don't see him stopping Rothwell. Next fight, Josh Barnett versus Pedro Rizzo. Josh Barnett, of course, has fought some of the who's who in mixed martial arts himself, fighting Mirko Krokop 3 times, losing to him via, the injury that he suffered, and then the strikes, the TKO strikes in the first round that he suffered, fighting Semi Schilt, fighting Paolo Matsua, Randy Couture, Nogueira, Jeff Monson, Hidehiko Yoshida. Pedro Rizzo training out of Team Hua still, fighting Jeff Monson, Justin Eilers, Randy Couture. Rematch, of course, this is with Josh Barnett now. He fought Josh Barnett before. Randy Couture, Kevin Randleman. Rizzo has got good stand-up. His takedown defense is shaky. Barnett, as you know, great wrestler, very, very tall, very, very built, very, very good in the clinch. I see Barnett taking Rizzo down consistently. Working ground and pound, but I think, he's not going to stop Rizzo. I think it's going to go to a decision. I think Josh Barnett just takes Rizzo down consistently, gets in and out of his guard, just keeps going on him, and just stops, he gets Rizzo to the last round and goes to a decision. So I'm going to go with Josh Barnett via unanimous decision. Next fight, Fedor Emelianenko versus Tim Sylvia. Fedor, of course, training out of the Red Devil Sports Club. Tim Sylvia, training with Miletich. Fedor, his last couple fights, fought Hogman Choi, fought Matt Lindland. He's fought, some of the who's who as well in mixed martial arts, with Mark Hunt, Mark Coleman, Mirko Cro Cop, Nogueira, Kevin Randleman, Heath Herring, Semi Schilt. Fedor, world class on the ground. He's got great submission skills, great sambo skills. He's a sambo champ. Fedor, has got good stand-up as well. Came along a lot from earlier in his career to this point now. He's got excellent stand-up. Tim Sylvia, fighting Nogueira in his last fight, losing, for the interim belt, leaving the UFC. He's fought Brandon Vera, Randy Couture. He's fought Andre Arlovsky, Trey Telligman, Asuero Silva. The list goes on for Tim. Tim's got good stand-up. He's got good takedown defense, good submission defense. But I think Fedor's going to take this fight. I think Fedor can work in and out of Tim's reach. He's done it against other guys. Fedor's been the smaller guy in other fights. Not saying that Hongman Choi is at the level of Tim Sylvia, because he's not. But, Fedor's dealt with the reach factor before, and I think that he's able to get inside on Tim, get Tim to the ground, probably with the clinch, drag Tim down, start going for some submission attempts, and probably catch Tim in an armbar. Tim's been susceptible in the past to armbars. You saw it with, Frank Mir. It does happen to Tim, and I think Fedor finishes this fight in I'm going to go with the third round. A third round armbar. I think he's going to catch Tim with an armbar and stop the fight. So those are my predictions. Leave me some comments, constructive, negative, positive. I'll be back the night of this event or the day after to do my review video. So on that note, you guys have a great day.